Feel the real fear with us. Unsolved mysteries and horror stories.
Imagine driving down an empty, pitch-black highway in the dead of night. You look out your window, and out of nowhere, a massive, glowing, futuristic city appears right on the horizon. A city that isn't on any map. You drive inside, completely mesmerized. But there is one terrifying rule. If you step out of your car, you will never return to this earth again. Welcome back, dear listeners. A huge welcome to the Shadows Prevails YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great, staying safe, and are in good spirits. I'm doing pretty well myself, thanks to all your support and good wishes. Before we dive into the madness today, I just want to ask you guys something. Have you ever experienced something truly terrifying? Maybe it happened to you, or someone you know. Maybe it's a dark urban legend from your hometown, or a creepy paranormal incident from your neighborhood. Whatever it is, I want to hear it. You can write down your true scary stories, or just record an audio clip and send it to our email at labuhassan64@gmail.com. I've put the exact spelling of the email down in the video description, so you can easily copy it. Also, please let me know how you're liking these stories by dropping a like and a comment. And I highly request you to share these videos with your friends. It really helps the channel out. You know, this world is full of wild, unsolved mysteries hiding in plain sight. There are places and events out there that completely defy science and logic. Stuff that is, honestly, just impossible to explain. We call these unsolved mysteries. In these episodes, we explore bizarre locations and paranormal events from all over the globe, pulling together research from various books and deep dives on the internet. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Your likes, comments, and shares literally keep this channel going and help us grow. Alright, enough talking. Let's get straight into today's mystery. Welcome, listeners, to today's episode of Unsolved Mysteries. Listeners, have you ever heard of a city that literally just spawns out of nowhere? A city where people actually go and somehow make it back alive? There's a country where a massive chunk of the population genuinely believes this place exists. Some people claim they've actually been there and returned to tell the tale. But here's the crazy part. Time in that city does not move like it does here on Earth. It's almost like a bizarre form of time travel. A lot of people think it's solid proof of a parallel universe today. We are talking about exactly that. A place called the city of Biringan. This is one of the most famous urban legends in the Philippines. In the local Waray language, the word Biringan translates to the Black City. Now, locals have a lot of terrifying theories about who actually lives there. Some say it's a ghost town. Some say it's a city built by interdimensional shadow entities, creatures that can mimic human forms, kind of like the skinwalkers we hear about in Western folklore. Others believe it's actually a portal for aliens from another planet, a place that only becomes visible to humans every now and then. But Biringan isn't your normal city. It's said to randomly appear deep in the night, right in the middle of 3 real towns in Samar province. Those towns are Gandara, Tarangnan, and Pagsangan. And then, just as quickly as it appears, it vanishes. But here's the kicker. If you go to the exact center of those 3 towns during the day, there is absolutely nothing there. No city. Not even a tiny village. Yet, so many people claim they've seen it. Interestingly enough, The most common sightings come from late-night fishermen and sailors. They say they'll just be out on the water, minding their own business, and suddenly, they see this massive, brightly lit city glowing in the dark. The skyscrapers are supposedly so incredibly high that they look like they're literally touching the sky. And it's not just fishermen. There are these crazy stories of truck drivers and cab drivers who, while driving late at night, accidentally cross the border into Biringan. The creepy rule of thumb is this: if your car somehow enters this city, you can only stay in there for about 5, maybe 7 minutes tops. After that, you suddenly glitch back into the real world. But whatever you do not step out of your car. Legend says, if your foot touches their streets, you are never coming back to this earth. Almost every driver who has survived this reports the exact same mind-bending detail. Time dilation. Let's say you drive into Biringan and spend just 10 minutes there. When you cross back into our world, you'll realize 10 hours have passed here on Earth. People say every single second in Biringan equals a full minute in our world. And every minute there is a full hour here. There is a very famous, deeply chilling story about this. The year was 1954. A 25-year-old college student named Darna went camping with a group of her friends. They ended up pitching their tents in an area known to be dangerously close to where Biringan usually appears. One morning, her friends woke up, and Darna was just gone. They searched everywhere around the camps, but she had completely vanished into thin air. Her parents and her little brother Dave were absolutely devastated when they got the news. The police got involved immediately. They filed official reports and launched a massive search effort. But despite all of that, they found absolutely nothing. No clues. No traces. Nothing. Eventually, the cops started suspecting her friends, thinking maybe things went wrong. Maybe they killed her and hid the body. But even after intense interrogations, they still had zero leads. The case eventually went completely cold. Fast forward 10 whole years. Over that decade, tragically, both of Darna's parents passed away. Her little brother Dave was now a grown man, living in their family home all by himself. It's a quiet morning in September 1964. Suddenly, someone knocks on Dave's front door. He opens it, and standing right there is a woman, maybe around 30 to 35 years old. She was wearing clothes that looked like they were straight out of a decade-old-fashioned magazine. The clothes were old-fashioned, but completely clean. Looking at her face, Dave felt this weird, intense sense of familiarity. He looked at her and asked, "Who are you?" The woman looked back at him, completely confused and visibly panicking. She replied, "Who are you? Where is my family? Where's my mom, my dad, and Dave? How did this town change so much in just one day?" She kept rambling, saying things that made absolutely zero sense to him. Dave finally stopped her and asked, "Wait, why are you looking for Dave?" The woman snapped back, "What do you mean, why?" "Dave is my little brother. My name is Darna. I'm his sister. I just went camping the day before yesterday. Last night I went to check out this weird city across the lake and ended up staying the night. But when I went back to the campsite this morning, nobody was there. Our tents were gone, and the whole area looked completely different. That's why I came straight home. But everything looks so weird. The buildings have changed, the roads are different. I don't recognize anyone. The people I do recognize look so much older, and nobody is recognizing me." Hearing this, Dave was absolutely stunned. He choked up, tears welling in his eyes, and said, "Darna, you're my sister? I'm Dave. He just broke down crying right there at the door. Because by then, Darna recognized him too. Sure, people change over 10 years, but they don't become complete strangers. When Dave explained that 10 entire years had passed, Darna was absolutely shell-shocked. It was like her entire reality had just shattered. Word spread like wildfire. Relatives, neighbors, old friends, even the mayor of the town came rushing over to see the girl who had vanished a decade ago, and suddenly reappeared out of nowhere. Everything felt incredibly surreal to her. It took a while, but once she finally calmed down, she sat everyone down and told them exactly what happened that night. According to Darna, on that fateful night in 1954, she stepped out of her tent to use the bathroom. As she walked near the edge of the lake, she looked across the water and froze. Right there, on the opposite shore, was a massive, brilliantly lit city. She was totally confused. Why was there such a vibrant, glowing city out there in the dead of night? It made absolutely no sense. After she finished up and started walking back to her tent, she noticed someone standing in the shadows. It was a young girl, maybe 12 or 13 years old. Darna was instantly creeped out. But the little girl just gave her this warm, unsettling smile and said, "Hey Darna, do you want to come visit our city?" Darna immediately shook her head. "No, I'm not going to any city. I'm going back to my tent." But the girl insisted. "Oh, come on. Just a quick tour. It won't take long." And after that, Darna remembers almost nothing. Her memory just completely blanks out. When she finally came to her senses, it felt like it was close to dawn. She found herself standing at the very base of a towering, futuristic skyscraper. The little girl was right there beside her. Darna looked around and saw that the streets were absolutely packed with people. But everyone was moving fast, completely absorbed in whatever they were doing, acting super busy. The little girl looked up at her and asked, "So, Darna, our city is pretty beautiful, isn't it?" Still in a complete daze, Darna just nodded and whispered, "Yeah, it really is." After that brief exchange, the little girl escorted Darna into a vehicle and drove her right to the edge of the lake. Waiting for them was a small boat, with a middle-aged man sitting silently inside. The little girl told the man to drop Darna off on the other side of the water. The man rowed the boat in complete, eerie silence. He never said a single word to her. By the time the boat hit the shore on Darna's side of the lake, the sun was already coming up. Darna swore up and down, looking desperately at her family and friends, that she had only spent one single night in that strange city. She was hysterically trying to understand how 10 entire years could have possibly passed on Earth. It was then that an old man, who had been sitting quietly in the room, finally spoke up. He looked at her with wide, terrified eyes and said, "Darna, you went to Biringan." That little girl, she was from the Black City. Time over there does not flow the way it does here now. While Darna's story is absolutely legendary, a lot of skeptics just brush it off as a myth or a rumor. They claim you can find similar urban legends all over the world. But the mystery surrounding Biringan is very real to a lot of people. In a 2017 survey across the Philippines, it was revealed that over 10% of the entire population firmly believes Biringan City actually exists. Of course, there are plenty of people who think it's completely fake. Some suggest it's just a massive government hoax, designed to make the area seem spooky and mysterious, maybe to attract dark tourism and boost the local economy. But there's also this wild conspiracy theory from around 2016. Rumor has it that a team of Japanese scientists spotted a massive, unexplained cluster of bright lights in the Philippines via satellite. And this was in an area where maps showed absolute untouched wilderness. Thinking there might be massive gold reserves or precious minerals hidden there, they started a massive project out of the town of San Jorge to map out the area and extract whatever was there. But almost immediately, bizarre accidents started happening. Workers began dying under mysterious, unexplainable circumstances, and eventually, the entire project was abruptly shut down. Now, I have to say, this theory sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie, and honestly, very few people actually buy into it. But despite all the skepticism, the enigma of Biringan remains. It is undeniably one of the most prominent urban legends in the Philippines. Scientists and researchers who entertain the parallel universe theory argue that Biringan might literally be a city in a parallel dimension, one that occasionally bleeds over into our reality before vanishing again. But as of today, there is absolutely zero acceptable scientific explanation for it. You know, listeners, we talk about this specific trope a lot in paranormal stories, the missing time phenomenon, where someone is in a daze for what feels like 10 minutes, but when they snap out of it, hours, days, or even years have passed. Where were they all that time? Many people blame it on getting lured away by skinwalkers or ancient interdimensional entities. But does time in these bizarre parallel cities actually move differently than it does on Earth? Is it time travel? A glitch in the Matrix? A parallel universe? Or maybe it really is a city built by something not of this world? What did you guys think about today's unsolved mystery? I really hope you enjoyed it. We're giving you the details and the food for thought. Now it's up to you guys to analyze it. Come up with your own theories and let us know what you think. And remember, if you have a scary story of your own that you want to share, write it down or record an audio message and send it to labuhasan64@gmail.com. I've put the exact spelling of the email in the video description, so you can just copy it from there. Please let us know how you liked this episode by dropping a like and a comment. And definitely let us know if you want to hear more stories like this, or if you want us to switch it up. We really want to hear your feedback. Until next time, please take care of yourselves. Try to stay safe out there. And whatever you do, don't wait up for a video call. Good night.